Alright guys, so recently I got back into Siege and I wanted to make a video on how I feel about the current state of it as a returning player, and if time did it justice, I guess. So get into it, let's go. So a little bit of background about me is I mostly played during Operation Parabellum, and honestly back then it was a pretty okay game. I kind of stopped playing because I didn't like it too much, and it was just hard as a solo queue player, and it still is hard as a solo queue player nowadays. But I definitely played more than I ever have before. I think now I have 300 matches. It's about 50-50 win rate, so that's always nice. And I would definitely say that I improved as a player during this season. This is actually the first season I've hit Plat, which is nice. I've been in and out since then, but currently I'm Plat 4. And when I first hit Plat this season, I wasn't quite sure what to make of it because I felt proud that I've hit Plat finally. But a part of me just felt like I didn't really deserve it because, I don't know, some games felt too easy, some games felt too hard. It's either you're rolling or you're being rolled. That's how every game feels like this season. And once again, I'm just saying that's how it feels like. I'm not saying that's how it is or whatever. It's just how a returning player feels about this season and the games this season. This is actually the first season as well, I believe, where the ranked system changed. So everyone starts Copper 5 and you work your way up from there, earning less and less RP until you're at the rank you deserve. And I think it's actually good compared to what was before, because at the start you feel really proud of yourself. Like, you're rolling. A lot of kids, if you're not Copper, but if you're Copper then you're not really rolling, you're staying in your home. But then it starts to flatten out, and then it gets harder and harder and harder, and then you get to the rank you deserve. And right now the ranked system kind of just feels like it's more streamlined for newer players who are trying to get into a ranked FPS game for the first time, and not for players who are veterans in the FPS category and who already know how the system works. And it just feels more tailored to new players than us returning players and older players. Whether that's good or bad for the game, I personally think it's better. But for the ranked part of the game, I think it's worse, obviously. But companies' goals will always be to make more money and to introduce as many players as they can. So, you know, they gotta do what they gotta do. But it puts us players who like ranked and who were already used to the system we had before and were fine with it, put us in a weird spot where we have this new system where it all just happens very fast. And I think that's kind of the theme for this season. It's all just happening very fast, and it doesn't go by slow anymore. Games go by very fast, which I think was good. Personally, I hate when games drag out for long periods of time just to lose. Like when it takes around 9 and you lose, that's really annoying to me. I want to throw my controller against the wall, throw my headset, but then I'm like, I need this controller to play, so I don't do it. And that's how all games are now, you know? They all happen very fast. You don't take your time anymore like you used to. You know, Siege used to be a game where you had to really strategize and plan your entrance into a building. Now you just rush in with the Ash, you rush in with the Maru, you pop a Finka, you hope for the best, you pray to God. But it didn't used to be like that, and now it is. And I'm not sure what to think of it. Like, if you hop in a ranks right now, most likely you're going to get one of those people I mentioned, and they're probably just going to die right off the bat, because people would rather die off the bat and maybe get a kill than draw out the whole game or the round and not do anything. Even if they win the round, they just want, there's fraggers nowadays. Everyone's a fragger. No one wants to play support. And that was the essence of Siege. Again, like, you had to strategize and plan everything. You had to work with your team. Now people don't even work with their team, you know? Solo queue is a hard life, I get it, but you know, you can't really strategize anymore. You have to 5-stack. If you're not 5-stacking, there's no strategizing going on because you just can't really coordinate. There's no way to coordinate. Everyone just rushes in, kind of does their own thing, and hopes for the best. You know, sometimes it goes good, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, that's what I think about Siege right now. I think it happens very fast. I think the ranked system is catered more to a casual player, even though it's a ranked system. And yeah, I'm not quite sure what they should do. I'm not a game developer, but this is just how a returning player feels about Siege. Thank you for watching the video. Have a good day /morning /evening.